Chairman, Economic Community of West African State Commission promised development of Subregion. Navy poised to ensure national security. Navy intercept truckload of smuggled rice in Akwa Ibom. Welcome, I am Cynthia Akwa with the AM News on Television Nigerian. The President of the Economic Community of West African States Commission, Akwa's Jean Cloudburr, has promised to ensure the economic development of the sub-region. This is a result of a meeting with the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Khadija Bokar Ibrahim. TVN Imabong Edukere reports.
As part of his engagements with the key stakeholders critical to his assignment, President of the Economic Community of West African States Commission, Jean Cloudburr, commends Nigeria for its leadership in the West African sub-region. He gave the commendation during a visit to the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Khadija Bokar Ibrahim.
We'll work very closely and with all our strength to make sure that we move along this idea, because corruption is really a big impediment.
Khadija Bokar Ibrahim assured the ECOWAS Commission chairman that Nigeria under President Muhammadu Buhari remains committed to promoting peace and security in the sub-region and ensuring economic growth.
Your priority should be to see to it that we are together in all decision making. We are backing one another in areas of security and other sectors that need the utmost attention of the Commission.
The two pledged to work towards open doors and partnership in an effort to further the development of West Africa.
The Navy is poised to ensure national security by combating the activities of oil thieves in Nigeria's waterways. This follows a visit to the Eastern Naval Command by the new flag officer. TVN Imabong Edukere has more on this.
The new flag officer commanding Eastern Naval Command, Rear Admiral Matthew Mwekpere, says his regime will intensify campaign against oil theft and criminality in the waterways for effective maritime security for investors. The flag officer commanding Eastern Naval Command said this when he visited the Federal Ocean Terminal where the naval warships anchored. It was also an opportunity for him to interact with men and officers stationed there.
I want to seek the collaboration of the populace generally, the civilian populace. I want to seek for their support, that they render relevant information that will ensure that we perform our duty properly.
He sought the cooperation of all the success of the command as he promised further training of the men and officers to make them responsive to emergency threats in national security.
The Nigerian Navy in Ikot Abasi has intercepted 2 truckloads of rice smuggled into the country. In this reports, correspondent Peace Israel says that the Navy Authority also arrested 4 suspects linked with the incident. Her reports.
The commander, NNA Jubilee, Ikot Abasi, Commodore Ayerinade Akinwale, has warned smugglers to stay off Nigeria maritime environment. He says that defaulters will be made to face the full weight of the law. Commodore Ayerinade Akinwale gave the warning when the command intercepted 4 trucks loaded with 1,050 bags of rice allegedly smuggled from a neighboring country.
We are here today to hand over the consignment to the customs for further investigations and possible prosecution. And again, I must add that 3 suspects were apprehended along with the trucks of rice too.
The Assistant Controller of Customs, Babatunde Lomo, asked for more interagency collaboration to check the activities of the smugglers. He congratulated the Nigerian Navy for the vigilance which led to the interception of the goods.
The essence of synergy and collaboration, interagency collaboration, is to meet issues like this in the water. So we are very pleased with the efforts of the Nigerian Navy.
The suspects were formally handed over to the customs for further investigation. Peace Israel, reporting for TVN News.
When we return from the break, Federal Bureau of Investigation queries Texas explosion. United States authorities are investigating whether a parcel bomb that exploded at a FedEx depot in Texas is connected to a suspected serial bomber. The incident occurred in sheds south of the city of Austin, where 4 bombs have killed 2 people in recent weeks. One person was reportedly injured, with the victim suffering minor casualties. The Federal Bureau of Investigation said that the agency believes that the blast was addressed to Austin. Moving on to sports, seeding rules in women's tennis are a kind of punishment for players such as Serena Williams after maternity leave and should be changed, says the tournament director of Miami Open. James Blake, a former world number 4, was speaking after Williams, 36, was drawn against Naomi Osaka in the opening round of this week's event. She is unseeded after taking 12 months off to have her first child. It makes sense to protect someone who goes on maternity leave, said Blake. The rules should help her get the benefit of an easier draw and a better path. To end the news, the headlines again. Chairman, Economic Community of West African State Commission promises development of Subregion. Navy poised to ensure national security. Navy intercept truckload of smuggled rice in Akwa Ibom. That's been the news at this time. Before I go, I'll leave you with this thoughts. Fear God, reverence man, and be true to your conscience. That's all there is in life. I am Cynthia Akwa. Good morning and have yourself a wonderful day.